I don't know. So that piece makes sense. The stepping down, I think, is being true dramatic. I mean, Andy loves to work. I put him in the same category as Seacrest. So to me, it's like you can't really film all of Watch What Happens on one day because it's so timely. But it's not always filmed at 11:30 at night. It is filmed often. They pre-tape, they do two back to back. They do it earlier in the day. So if he really wanted to be with the kids, there is a way. Granted, I think the kids are sleeping at 11:30 at night when they tape this, but there is a way to do it with a live audience earlier in the day because a lot of it now is pre-taped. Like if someone from Atlanta is going to be out it next Sunday, they'll tape it today, Tuesday. There is a lot of that happens because it's still current and this and that. So there is a way to work around it. I don't believe he just wants more time on his hands because he loves to work. He also loves money. He also loves fame. Granted, he doesn't need any more fame or money. I just don't believe that. But if he is stepping down, there is this other, he built the Bravo network to what it is. I mean, did ever think that maybe there is some no-name network that wants to become Bravo that you just say no? Maybe he's doing the opposite. Maybe he's starting all over and it's such an interesting challenge. And the amount of money he is getting from a no-name network to put it on the map the way he did with Bravo is so gross and so astronomical that everybody has a price. That I mean, I'm sure Andy Cohen gets calls all the time. I'm sure Hoda got calls all the time. I'm sure there's calls all the time for the grass is always greener. I don't know if starting over is going to be as easy as he thinks, if that's where we're going, but there is the opposite that he's stepping down because he got some amazing opportunity to take some small network and build it. Or you look at like Hulu and Netflix, and I know Bravo is the sexy network that you all think it is, but like networks, man, is worldwide. It is so much bigger than Bravo. Maybe it's some huge job at some huge corporation like Netflix. I don't know. So there is that. I think that him stepping down for nefarious reasons, like he's being forced out, I don't buy it. I mean, look, all the lawsuits are out there. Brandy accused this, Manzo accuses this, Leah McSweeney accuses this. I mean, Bravo has been pretty clear that they're standing behind him. The thing is, money talks. So if there's some twink out there that, is claiming sexual harassment against him, if there's some housewife that's claiming something else we don't know about, if there's something so egregious, I mean, even though Leah McSweeney says she'll never settle, most people, especially if they're not famous, you give them $1 million and they'll shut the hell up. So a network isn't going to spend like $30 million to make something go away. Do you mean to tell me if there's someone out there that has something against Andy, that NBC wouldn't back him up and say, here's like $900,000 to someone and did the check clear your bank and sign here and here's the NDA and make this whole thing go away? I believe for the greater good of NBC and the network, they would just pay someone off if they had some claim against Andy. So that's why I don't believe that there's some random claim. I mean, I guess if something is so egregious and Andy could lose his freedom and go to jail for it, then yeah, you would step down and have the whole thing go away. But I think that's a lot of minds thinking a lot of things. So I think if he's stepping down, I don't really think it's for nefarious reasons. Look at me having a positive spin on this. And I don't even know what stepping down is, but this has resurfaced. Apparently, we're going to have a huge announcement on Bravo in April, and the rumors really now are internally that it's about Andy. If anything, maybe it has to do with Watch What Happens, but I don't believe it's some greater thing. And again, I don't understand what the term stepping down means when you're the executive producer and you own Housewives and you will still have that if it's still on the air, whether you're the face of the network or not. That's hardly a bad situation in stepping down. That's just me. What else? This is interesting. Tamra Judge, Miss Judge. Now, I don't know if there's any truth to this. We've heard this a lot that OC, look, Tamra's future. I mean, we know she quit, this and that. I just did this whole thing about Teddy and her. We don't need to reiterate everything I said on Sunday. Go and listen to Sunday's show in the afternoon. But the rumor is now resurfacing again. We've always heard about the OC, and the OC might work with bloggers the same way New Jersey did. Here's an article that came out. I don't know if this is exactly true, but that production is so angry with Tamra, and the reason they're angry with Tamra is because Tamra is because I can't even speak. Is because Tamra is the new Teresa Giudice. We all know that Teresa worked with the bloggers. Melissa Zolnose. Hi, Melissa Zolnose. People sometimes DM me and say, "What happened between you and Melissa Zolnose?" Nothing. Melissa Zolnose is wonderful. We speak often, and the show's over. She has a life, but I would love her on this podcast every day. The door is open. There's nothing wrong between us. Not that I answer people's drama questions, but since it came up. Uh, she's welcome back here any day she wants. I've told her that many times, and we do speak. So, but Teresa worked with bloggers, tisk tisk tisk, and now the whole damn show is on pause over there in New Jersey because the animal across the river was doing some bad stuff, allegedly. Not allegedly with Aiden. She leaked the screeners. Well, now the rumor is out that Tamra Judge has become the new Teresa Giudice, that she walked off and this and that, and producers don't care. Walk off, stay home, girl. This is the rumor. Tamra Judge has been cited as being the number one source for production leaks to the media and attempting to get bloggers, which is just like Teresa Giudice, and reporters to write defamatory and damaging stories about her castmates. Well, that's just what Teresa and Margaret, yes, Margaret's not innocent, and Aiden do. She then goes and accuses others of doing it. So she gets them to do it and she accuses others. Well, that sounds like Teresa and Margaret. And chances, and this is an inside source again, chances are if Tamara is pointing her finger at you about something, it's because she's trying to deflect from the fact that she is the one behind the scenes actually doing it. According to the source, here we go, Teresa style. Hi, Teresa's lawyer. Margaret style. Lexi's under the bed with the finstas. According to the source, Tamara keeps a folder on each member of the cast, and she has spent hours researching the internet looking for negative news that she can use against the cast during production. And when Tamara can't find any skeletons in the closets of her castmates, she goes after their partner. Well, we've seen her do that with Jen Pedantry when she came for Ryan. Then, when the men try to defend themselves against the lies, she speaks on national TV and complains. She's on national TV and complains they should not be involved in the show. Men should not go after women. This is so inappropriate. As for the supposed fan sites and bloggers Tamara is controlling, they are said to have a small following and always show Tamara in a positive light, just like New Jersey did. I wonder what bloggers those can be. While leaving hateful comments on the other housewives' social pages. This is exactly what Teresa and Margaret and Jennifer Aiden were doing. Although some RHOC viewers would like to see Tamara fired, her co-stars feel that by filming alongside her, despite any drama that arises, they are doing their jobs. They're being paid and forced to film with her. The Insider went on to applaud Gretchen's return as brilliant. It was the only reason for producers to keep Tamara on versus letting her go. I don't know about this one, guys. She should be thanking Gretchen for keeping her relevant. I don't know. We're gonna have to talk about this with Patrick and Paul are coming back on. Let me talk about that with us because I don't believe this. Tamara announced blah blah blah. Okay, so I don't know. Tamara Judge is accused of being the new Teresa Giudice. I don't know about this one. Does she work with bloggers? Possibly. Do I